On today's edition of Cooking with the O'Neills, we're making perfection salad. Now, when most of us think about gelatin salads, we probably call to mind those mid-60s space-age creations of fruit and vegetables suspended in a shapely mold, like John Glenn floating in the Mercury Friendship capsule. But gelatin has meant many different things at different eras of history. In the 1940s and 50s, gelatin was marketed as a way to stretch your food dollar, to extend and prettify a small number of ingredients, but it wasn't always a product connoting thrift. Before convenience foods, to make an aspic would have required boiling a calf's foot for hours to release the natural collagens in its skin, bones, and connective tissue. Such dishes were the province of royalty and the relatively well-to-do, with staff enough to supervise and skim a bubbling pot brimming with hooves. At the turn of the century in America, however, powdered gelatins brought such dainty dishes into far more households, but it was still framed as a luxury. A gelatin salad in the 1920s and 30s meant that your household could afford refrigeration in an era when something that we today take for granted was a real luxury. In her journals and letters to friends, Carlotta Monterey wrote proudly of her bright white General Electric appliances, like this top-coil fridge on display in the kitchen of Dow House. In it, she, or more likely her cook Naomi Tompkins, would have made this favorite perfection salad from America's Cookbook. And here's how you'll do it at home. You'll need a green pepper, celery, cabbage, stuffed green olives, pineapple juice, apple cider vinegar, salt, pepper, sugar, and powdered unflavored gelatin. Chop and portion them all. Take 1 packet of the unflavored gelatin and place it in a bowl. You'll mix it with a couple tablespoons of just boiling water until it begins to melt. Once that hot water is fully incorporated, you'll add about another cup of cool water. Stir until well combined and add your dry ingredients, the salt, pepper, and sugar. Bit by bit, we'll add the rest of the liquids, the apple cider vinegar and the pineapple juice. All of this will go in the fridge for about 10 minutes until it's slightly gelled. As soon as it's begun to set, take it out again and combine your vegetables. Variations of perfection salad sometimes include grated carrot or more pimento, but as the recipe in the cookbook had no addendums, we're using it as written. Pour in your lightly set gelatin and stir until well combined. A cup and a half of vegetables will just float in that just set gelatin. Into a mold greased with vegetable oil, you'll pour that mixture. Waste not, want not. And craftsmanship, as always, is key. Carefully, gingerly, and gently slide your mold into the refrigerator. It should be set in about 2 to 3 hours, but we left ours overnight to be extra sure. Your patience will be rewarded with crisp vegetables suspended in a silky, never rubbery dressing. When set, take your mold out of the fridge and place it in a dish of warm, not hot water. Agitate it gently from side to side and unmold your salad on a plate garnished with mayonnaise and crisp lettuce leaves. It's ready to be served to friends and co-workers for a taste treat they'll not soon forget. Just look at those satisfied faces. Perfection indeed.
Now show 'em everything you've got, and make it buy 'em while they're hot. Every day you must increase your revenue.